Everybody, how's it going? It's Deltran. I just wanted to say hi to you guys because I am on vacation at the moment and I felt like posting because I've been terrible at posting crap recently. So the July 19th Faye channel is going to be coming out very soon as of recording this, and I just want to let you guys know that yes, I will be over on Zekam11's channel giving my comments on it as well, along with him and whoever else decides to show up with us. So if you want to give that a try, go on over there, take a listen. Otherwise, the rest of this video is actually small clips from things that have been recorded from my vacation. Oddly enough, same shirt every time, because I guess I'm a dirty person. And there's a couple of things I wanted to do with the videos, but honestly I never finished crunching all the numbers to get all the graphics and stuff, so it's going to be a little bit low tech, and there's going to be a lot less dogs barking in it except for this little clip. So you guys enjoy if you watch the rest of this. Otherwise, hopefully I'll see you guys tonight for the Faye channel commentary. Yes, I do this dirty habit during the summer. I don't smoke any other time of year because it's too cold outside. So that is my oldest and my youngest. Lovely. And so this is a 9-month-old puppy, believe it or not. I didn't know they came this big. There's a lot of summer units I haven't covered, actually. So what I want to do is I want to actually do something a little bit fun and talk about teams using them. Sort of like a best of team summer emblem thing. So, if you haven't seen one of these in the series before, here's the deal. Whenever I come up with a best team for something, there's a few ground rules. The first one being is that there is a no resource limit here. If I end up talking about ridiculous skills that are only on certain units that are holiday and never come back, that's just the way it is. Secondly, they do have to be a team that is PvP viable and potentially meant to also go into other aspects of things. But I mean, Arena is sort of a focus on this, so that's going to be where a lot of evaluation is. That also does mean that there's going to be suggestions for the last two teammates. They're going to be a little bit flexible, have a couple different options, so you could switch out for bonus units. Lastly, the thing is that the teams have to have a shtick. I can't just say it's the best team, period, because you know what? That's sometimes too subjective. To add something to hold on to, I like to have a theme. And so the theme for this one is Summer Emblem. Now, here's the other caveat to this. This is a little quirky, and I think it's fun. So this one's a lot more of a, look at what you could do kind of thing, as opposed to say, this is the best dominating thing you could put in the arena. So take this with a small grain of salt, but you know what? You're going to have fun. It's good. So the temperature's not supposed to be that much hotter than what I'm used to, but you could have fooled me. Jeez, I'm just like sweating bullets out here. So now I'm going to start this off with a super unconventional build for Noir. She makes to be a decent brave bow user, not the best, but once again, if you've watched my videos, you know you win anyway. But I wanted to try something different, and so this really changes her up. The idea behind this Noir build is that she could take a hit pretty much anywhere, and this is important because sometimes if you really want to use her C-slot skill to its fullest, she needs to put herself into positions that you probably shouldn't put somebody, and so doing this is really nice. Now you could inherit that C-slot off to somebody else, but this gives you a nice amount of flexibility. It lets her be a good support unit, it still lets her take a hit, and she could actually still harass flying units just fine. She doesn't have a huge kill list, but she does have the ability to just draw against so many units in the DPT, and that's very important because then, yeah, you have like this nice gray wall that's gonna buff everybody else off. Looks like we might get a nice summer thunderstorm around here soon. So if you're wondering what they mean by I'm at soup, you're not alone. We're going to be talking about the good old tomato lord here, Leo, from one of the first summer banners. He's a nice addition to this group, and honestly, if you have him sitting around, if he has plus attack, or ideally for me, plus speed, that's a good IV set. But really, as long as you don't have a completely terrible setup on him, this is going to work. You just go ahead and keep his tomato tome on him. Yeah, he's going to be able to support everybody. He's going to be able to still double on all of the armor units, which means he's going to be able to just charge up Aether thanks to Noir, and then just keep going. So you don't really need to do a heck of a lot with him. It's sort of crazy. He could support everybody with the attack ploy. He buffs everybody as it is. He's a great support unit, and he's good to be able to just take care of things whenever you just need a red mage. Is he strong? I would not call him strong. I was disappointed with him, but he actually really works out well with this, and there's plenty of units, especially in the DPT, that are valid threats that, no, he doesn't get a good score on the DPT at all, but he's getting enough wins in the right places that he actually rounds out this team very well, so don't count him out. I'm literally just walking around following my youngest daughter as she tramples across acres of ground for whatever tickles her fancy right now. Oh, wait, we're going.
Walk.
Walk?
Walk.
That way? Okay, we'll go that way. Now, I usually like to give you options for the last two because theoretically you want to bring this into Arena at some point in time with these best teams that I do. But of course, there's a lot of different summer units that are actually bonus units right now. So let me just go through a couple more and then you can go ahead and mix and match as you desire. And first up, I want to give a good shout out to good old Summer Elise. Going back, that's where all the infantry is back there. So, I mean, if you go ahead and give her the Blade Tome, yeah, she's going to always, as long as we go ahead and buff people, and these are the people you want to have all the rest of your good buffs on, because yeah, people like Leo are going to need a little bit of extra help, and everybody else is just going to need extra help. You could do some wacky things with them with like Wings of Mercy and some things like that, because Noir, after she takes that first hit, she's going to need somebody up there, and so you're going to see that theme here with these guys. What you can do is just run spurs and run drive so that you can go ahead and leverage that really well. Otherwise, no, I mean, Summer Release is perfect. You can either make her very generic with Desperation in the Blade Tome. Regardless, I would really go with the Blade Tome. You don't need anybody else providing any kind of extra support here. You just need her to nuke things. She's just Summer Nino. So, I mean, go ahead and run her, have fun, and always just keep on charging up Aether and going back to it. Next up, another good suggestion to fill out your team here would be Robin, and she is actually, in my opinion, a lot better with the spear, especially since at this point in time you need to add some oomph. So if you go ahead and give her the new spear as opposed to keeping her old one, I would prefer that. You can use her to block once in a while if you kept her original spear, but that's not what we want here. We're done with support. You need to have some people who are really going to leverage the support that you've already have in your primary. No, Robin is wonderful. She'll go ahead and double tap a lot as it is. She could deal a lot of good damage, and if you give her the buffs, I mean, yeah, she'll be dealing as much damage as you need her to. Otherwise, she's a solid pick for this. The last one I want to put out there is a bit of a but if you are looking to have some good defense, Summer Xander is sort of a green Lucas. He's not quite perfect, but he's going to fit that role really well, and in this particular team, I would get rid of Infantry Pulse. I really would, because you need to have that C-slot be doing something for you other than charging up specials, the way this team is composed. So go ahead and give him something that's going to let him tank a bit. Since he's a bit slow, you can go ahead and let him just catch things and just be a typical tank. It'll round out the team rather well. There's our thunder. So there's definitely a lot of great flyers in this new set of banners. So let's go ahead and talk about a flyer emblem team that is all summer based and what you could do to just mix and match them. Some of this is going to be a little bit obvious, but really, I mean, if you're sticking with the summer theme, this is a completely nuts setup to do. So first we're going to go ahead and start off with the brand new Tana, and we're not going to give her the Blade Tome. She's a beast with the Blade Tome. I mean, it's stupid how powerful she is with the Blade Tome, but let's go ahead and keep her with her default tome. This is going to give you that little bit extra support because, let's face it, it's just so much fun, and it's great in a mixed emblem team, but let's go ahead and keep this here so that you could easily leverage and be able to reach people that you otherwise probably shouldn't be able to reach. You could do a little bit of setup, or you could do it after the fact, and she's a great unit to have in this spot. Then we're going to go ahead and go with the new Takumi. I've already said before, Brave Bows, you're just winning. He's pretty much the best Brave Bow in the game. He beats out Hanoka simply because he could take a physical hit if necessary. And when it comes down to it, I mean, 35 and 35, it's not the first time we've seen that on an archer, but his flying flexibility and his ability to be able to just handle a physical unit is just wonderful. Now we do need to have somebody here that has a really great nuke potential, and the brand new Summer Camilla is going to do that for you. If you have Summer Corin, to be quite honest with you, she's just as good. She's literally, she's just a little worse. Practically, she's just as good. So go ahead and give them the Blade Tome so you can buff them out. They're going to go ahead and just devastate everywhere. And then last but definitely not least, I like to go with new Summer Innis. He's a brute. I mean, he's not going to do as well in defense, but he could still do super well enough that I recommend putting Iod Shield on him, because then he can take most, not all, most archers on. He won't be able to handle all the brave bows. Don't do this to like Jacob, okay? But he'll be able to actually take a hit if you need somebody to, and that's always a thing with Flyer Emblem. If you can't launch somebody and there's nobody that's like super apt at having a brave weapon here, so doing something like this with Summer Innis is going to support the team. It's a little disgusting, honestly. He's powerful, and I didn't expect him to be. No one was talking about him. I thought maybe he was a scrub. When I looked at him, powerful. So if you look here at this pondo, as they call it, that sits alongside this fishing and boating pond, there's an air conditioner attached to there. So, you know, these people are living the life of luxury. Thank you guys for indulging me. Sorry for the kind of video, but I hope you did enjoy it if you stuck all the way through. So thank you so much. I greatly appreciate all of you guys. And until next time, take it easy.